But as a Muslim, I feel like you're too harsh on us, man. Like,
It's nothing against you. I swear. I have nothing against Muslims. I think you guys, some Muslims are very nice. I'm sure you're very nice. I'm criticizing an
yeah,
ideology. I'll give you my Instagram. You have my Instagram, right?
yeah. I DM'd you before. I probably DM'd you
Can
before.
you DM me
But
again? Why did I get so many hate comments from you?
yeah, bro, I'm sorry. I was uneducated before. I probably said, "Oh, you stole the land from the Palestinians." This is before I did my own research.
When did you do your research? Because the last message I got from you was July 30th, and you said, Jew, I would butcher all Jews as a proud Muslim. Before we get to the video, please don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit that notification button so you can be notified every time I upload new content. If you'd like to support me and the channel financially, you can do that using Buy Me Coffee or Patreon down in the links below. Alright, let's get to the video.
Oh my God, Sahar TV.
Yeah, how you doing?
Oh my God, I cannot believe this, yo.
It's
I watch
me.
your video, yo. I watch
Flesh
your
and skin
videos
and
every
bones.
day. Huh?
Flesh and bones and skin, it's me.
I cannot believe it. I mean, I know you come on, you use this like Omegi to talk to people, but I watch your videos every day. I follow you on Instagram. But as a Muslim, I feel like you're too harsh on us, man. Like,
It's nothing against you. I swear. I have nothing against Muslims. I think you guys, some Muslims are very nice. I'm sure you're very nice. I'm criticizing an
yeah,
ideology. That's all. And may seem like that I'm specifically targeting or attacking the Muslim people, but it has nothing to do with you. The extremist minority is causing chaos and damage, and they're connecting it and attaching it to Islam. Hamas does that. ISIS does that. Hezbollah does that. Boko Haram does that. And it's just giving a bad name to all of you. But again, it's not against you. It's against the ideology.
yeah. Again, like those guys, the terrorist groups, they're not true Muslims. They don't represent Muslims. Like
You
even
know,
says in the Quran, like killing one person is like killing all of mankind.
but you know that that specific verse is taken from the Talmud. That's the first thing. But second thing, they say that it's exactly what Muhammad commanded. That's why they do it. They behead people in ISIS because that's what Muhammad did in Khaybar. Like they try to replicate exactly what Muhammad did, and unless Islam reforms and constitutes to the Western world and what the Western world I would say aligns with, then Islam has like the Islam of 1400 years ago. I don't think it has a place in the world.
I think like yo, I think the verses are out of context. Like the one that says fight those who disbelieve in Allah and Prophet Muhammad. It just says it's out of context from events. Like example, if disbelievers come to Mecca and Medina, which is the holy sites, and they're not allowed, if they enforce their interests, fight them.
Right,
And
but
also
what
the other
happens if we are
verse is like,
subjugated? What happens? Let's assume that Islam comes all the way to the west. Let's assume Islam comes to North Africa, Europe, all these places, and Sharia law is established. Then what do you think is going to happen to the people who are not Muslim according to Sharia law? Because that's what they want to spread. What is going to happen to us? What are we going to pay?
yeah, so Sharia law is like a constitution, right?
Right,
The
it's the laws of Allah.
Yeah, but it's not about killing anyone,
No, not
disbelievers or
killing.
anything. Like those verses are out of context.
I'm not talking about
Sp-
killing. I'm not talking about killing. I'm talking about, first of all, try to convert them. If they don't want to convert, fine. Make them pay the jizya. That's the verse I'm saying, 929. Fight those who don't believe in Allah and the last prophet until they pay the jizya with subjugation and humiliation. And then, if they refuse to do that, you fight them. You kill them. That's what I mean.
again, these verses are from specific events. It's out of context. Example, if the disbelievers don't want to convert to Islam in a holy place like Saudi Arabia, they can pay jizya to taxes to live here.
Do you
Uh,
agree with that, by the way? I just want to know. Do you agree with the fact that another religion is requesting a fee from another religion to practice their religion? Really?
to be honest, I have to do more research on that topic. But I don't think it's anyone should pay taxes because they don't want to convert to Islam.
Beautiful. Then we align. See,
Should
that's what I mean. I don't think
should.
Muslims are bad. And again, if you separate completely the religious aspect of Islam and the political aspect of Islam, which by the way you can't do because that's Islam. It's state and mosque at the same time. Then if you separate them two and you only focus on the religious aspect, fine. But if you involve the political one, then you have an issue. Before we continue the video, I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, CyberGhost VPN. I've used a bunch of VPNs in the past for my OMI TV conversations, and nothing beats CyberGhost. It's fast, reliable, and just works way better than the others I've tried. They've got over 38 million users and 20,000 plus 5-star reviews on Trustpilot, so I'm clearly not the only one who thinks they're the best. Here's why it matters. When you're online, even in incognito, your activity can still be tracked. Your internet provider, your school, your job, even your home Wi-Fi, they can all see what you're doing. CyberGhost encrypts your traffic and reroutes it through one of their 100 plus secure locations, so nobody can actually spy on you. It also lets you unblock geo-blocked content from over 40 streaming platforms like Netflix, Prime Video, and Disney+. You can even get better prices online just by changing your virtual location. It works on every major device: Windows, Mac, iOS, Android. You can use it on up to 7 devices all at once, so it's perfect for sharing with your family or roommates. Right now, with the link in my description, you get 84% off, which comes out to just $2.03 a month, and you get 4 extra months free. There's even a 45-day money-back guarantee, so it's completely risk-free. I truly recommend CyberGhost because I use it myself, and by signing up with my link, you also help support the channel and keep the content coming. All right, back to the video.
True, true. But again, like for sure, like but these verses, I think it's for specific events and times, you know. But I don't think it's just I don't think it just randomly just says like um I
I'm back.
just gotta do more research on it. Like
I respect it, brother. You hear
yeah,
what
and
I
also
you hear what I said?
yeah, you respect me, yeah, for
Every time. It freezes every time. Okay.
yo, you do you guys have good Wi-Fi in Israel, man?
I'm actually not in Israel. I'm in the
Oh,
US.
oh, what are you doing in America?
I live here.
Oh, you moved to America?
I moved to America to pursue a career in like I wanted to go and be hosted on podcasts and be invited to like specific things to promote my let me try to see that. Hold on, let me try to do something. Just a sec. Just a sec, just a sec. Okay, now I don't think it should freeze anymore.
Yeah, is it am I lagging?
No, no, no. I was using VPN, now I turned it off.
Oh, you're using VPN. Yeah, yeah, because I know you went to America for the Palestinian protest, and
Oh, that was
but
a while back. That was a while back.
yeah, but I didn't know you actually moved there. You know,
Yeah, I moved
did you
here.
permanently go? Or you permanently left, or
No, no, no. I'm planning to raise my kids in Israel, have like be with my family in Israel. All of my family lives there. It's just it's specifically to promote my message and my channel and my socials, but I'm not planning to live here permanently.
yeah, and also like as a Muslim, you know, I agree that Jordan should be Palestine.
Really?
If any country, yeah, Jordan is Palestine, and they know that too. It's just Palestinians. They don't want to live in a Jewish country. You know, it's just
Do you think that if you tell this to your Muslim friends, they'll accept it?
everybody knows that. They know that too. Jordan is Palestine. It's just what do you expect? It's the Middle East, and they're gonna create a Jewish country. You think Arabs are gonna be happy with that? No, it's like a Muslim country being created in Europe. How are they gonna like that?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, that's what it is. But Palestinians, no, Jordan is their country.
I don't think
It's just
I don't think enough Muslims are brave enough to admit what you just admitted. That's the problem, you know? Because I just talked to a Palestinian from Jordan. From I mean, yeah, he lived in Jordan, and he said nobody wants. I mean, if we could swap lands, like where the Jews would live in Jordan and we would live there, we would do that. I said, listen, I don't think that's the reason. I think you guys just don't want to be ruled by Jews.
yeah, that's exactly what it is. Because like even forget the history and everything. Is like because Arabs, not all Muslim, not Muslims, Arabs, they don't believe in democracy. They believe in one dictator, one ruler. You know. And if the dictator in Jordan is not a Palestinian, then the country can't be called Palestine.
But the wife is
That's why.
Palestinian, the wife of the Hashemite king.
But his queen is Palestinian. But again, like if even if you don't know nothing about Jordan, if you go step a foot there, 80% of the people are Palestinian. So it's like, how is Jordan not Palestine? And also, if you want to do the histories, like you already know, King Abdullah got Jordan because he couldn't get Syria. It's like the rulers of Jordan, they're from Saudi Arabia, they're from Mecca,
I know, and they had to
and
deal with the
they're
Brits. They had to deal with the Brits for
yeah.
helping them in the war, and then they conspired and said, "Okay, so you." I don't know if you know this, but Jordan was
I
supposed
know it all. I know all.
to be a part of the Jewish state. I don't know if you know this. That's what I meant. And then in the San Remo Convention in 1922, they said, "Okay, off topic. I mean, it's off the shelf. Now we'll give it to the Hashemite kingdom instead of the Jews." So Israel was supposed to be a lot bigger, but then we got only 11% of the whole British mandate of Palestine.
Yeah, because the British had two Palestinian mandates, one for Jordan and one for Israel today,
The
right?
whole thing was the British mandate, but it was detached in the 1920s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And
But
also Jordan, before they had a British mandate to make a Palestine as a sovereign state, the country Jordan was called Palestine.
really, when was
It
that?
was called it was called Palestine. Jordan before it became Jordan, it was called Palestine. The British also had a mandate to make it as a sovereign state as Palestine. But
Do you think any of this has anything to do with religion, or you disagree with that claim that I make?
why Jordan became Jordan?
No.
Why?
The Israel Palestine conflict? Do you think it has anything to do with religion?
To be honest,
Because you
this
just said they
also.
don't want to live under
Uh,
Jews, which
I
is
mean the Gaza war or the Gaza what's happening
everything.
in
I'm
Gaza?
talking about the 1948, 1967. All the wars started against the Israeli state.
Yeah, I gotta admit it. I mean, the 1948 war was because of King Abdullah wanting Israel to be part of Transjordan.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he started the first major, that was the first war, or at least first major war, right?
Mm-hmm. The
So
first
that
major
was
war was that one.
yeah, so that was because King Abdullah wanted Israel to be part of Transjordan. And because like 750 Palestinians fled over there, many civilians died, many people died, and Palestinians thought it was about them getting the land to make a Palestine, but in reality, it was about Transjordan. So it's like the first, I say from 1948, it was because of King Abdullah. He started it. But other than that moment, it's just, yeah, it's all the conflicts in the Middle East with Israel is because you guys are Jewish, right?
Yeah, because if other Muslims from a different place would go and live there, they wouldn't be attacked the same way. They wouldn't be attacked at all.
No, no, no. Yeah, I get because Israel's the only what like non-Muslim country in the Middle East, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, all the conflicts is because you guys are Jewish. You guys are not. You guys are the only non-Muslim country in the Middle East, right?
We are the only Jewish country in the Middle East, and also the Christian countries around us are slowly getting more and more Muslim. Egypt was majority Christian, and now it's majority Muslim. I mean, the Copts are getting are decreased in size, and also Lebanon was majority Christian in 1948, and now it's slowly going down. I think it was 57% in 1948, and now it's 37. I think these are the stats. So you understand why when I criticize Islam, that's why I criticize it. It has nothing to do with the people. It has to do with the ideology that you are not allowed to be governed by Jews because of the ideology. But I mean, I don't think the Jews have any problem being governed by Muslims as long as we are not attacked. That's why we lived in Morocco. That's why we lived in Tunisia. That's why we lived in Syria. That's why we lived in Lebanon. My grandma came from Lebanon.
100%. Yeah, like it's also as Muslims they like to convert people to Islam, you know. So
So if you know all of this as a Muslim,
yeah.
why are you still a Muslim?
Uh, uh no, what do you mean? Like, why am I what?
I mean, are you a Muslim?
Yeah, 100%.
Beautiful. I'm
But
asking you if you are a Muslim and you know that people
mm,
that in Islam it is they try to force Islam onto other people. They reject other people from ruling them. They try to spread. You know that. You said it yourself.
yeah,
Then why do you still practice it?
I think some things are like we live in modern times, right? Like the times of Prophet Muhammad and all that was like thousands of years ago. It's just I believe a lot of things from like thousands of years ago from Prophet Muhammad. It's not relevant to today because we live in modern times.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and also in Islam, it's not allowed. I'm gonna admit it, it's not allowed for Muslims to live in a non-Muslim country. Did you know that?
Yeah.
So us Muslim, I'm in Canada, which is the West. As a Muslim, I'm not supposed to live in a non-Muslim country.
That is,
Because
isn't that a part of isn't that a part of the hijrah? Exactly what
it,
Muhammad did. He went to
Prof,
Medina.
yeah, I mean, Prophet Muhammad told us Muslims to not live in a land with the disbelievers. So a Muslim is not allowed to go to America because it's a non-Muslim country.
So you're
And
telling me that
also,
Muslims who live abroad are sinning
I
technically?
I live in Canada. Well, technically, I'm not allowed because Prophet Muhammad said, "Don't live with the disbelievers in a country with those disbelievers." You know.
Mm-hmm.
So in the sheikh says like the video that Imam Aslam Halki Hakim that said if you don't want to convert to Islam, pay Jesus. That guy.
Of
So
course.
he said a Muslim is allowed to go abroad in a non-Muslim country if he's fleeing wars, poverty, and
Mm-hmm.
but you cannot just casually move to. I'm here because my country, Somalia, it's a failed state, poverty, war, and all. So I have the excuse to move here. But other than that, a Muslim is not allowed to move to a non-Muslim country.
Do you think it's fine for this sheikh to overrule what Muhammad said?
I mean, like he still agrees with Muhammad's statement, Prophet Muhammad, but he's saying if like today, like if you live in Gaza, for example, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a war, so it's okay for a Muslim in Gaza to go to America or any other non-Muslim country because he's fleeing a war, right? But if your country is fine, no wars, no extreme poverty, you have to stay there. You just cannot you cannot move to a non-Muslim country unless it's for those reasons: war, extreme poverty, and what.
I thought Muhammad said something specific about men who escape war should be executed for being scared.
I mean, probably you're probably referring to treason, right? Like if you're fighting, like if you're a Hamas fighter, if you're quitting, you're fighting the disbelievers. Hamas, they're saying they're fighting the occupation.
No, it's not what I
So as
mean.
a
It's
Hamas,
not what I mean. Imagine you're fighting with the army of Muhammad and then you decide to not fight with it anymore because you said, "You know what? I'm scared. I don't want to die in battle." You flee, you get the death penalty.
I mean, that's considered treason, right?
Yes, but isn't that treason to leave a country during wartime? Because
I
you
mean, if you're a civilian, you don't have weapons, nothing, you're getting bombed. Like,
mm,
that's not considered treason. Like, that's
yeah, yeah.
unless you're a Hamas fighter, right? But if you're just a civilian, you have no weapons, you have nothing to do. Like, and also another thing is why Palestinians, a reason why Muslims in the Middle East, they don't like Israel is because Israel is very much it's the third most holy site for us Muslims.
You want to
So
hear something
Makkah, Medina,
you want to hear something interesting about this that I learned?
yeah,
Do you think that the Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem has any connection to Islam?
of course, Prophet Muhammad prayed there. That's our third most holy site, and that's
That
why
that is the claim.
Muslims.
Continue. I'll say my point
That's why
after.
Muslims, the Middle East, they don't like Israel, because the Israel is the third most holy site for the Muslims.
Mm-hmm.
So for disbelievers, Kafir, Jewish, to govern, to rule it is like we're not happy with that because that's our third most holy site.
So, do you know how people say that Muhammad went to pray there?
Yeah, he did. All the prophets, Moses, Abraham, they were all Muslim. Jacob, that's
I mean, that's the Islamic belief that they're Muslim, but that's just to, I mean, because they believe. Right now, if you want to be Muslim, you have to believe in Muhammad. If you don't believe in Muhammad, you're no longer a Muslim. So,
of course.
so that doesn't explain how Moses is a Muslim. What? Because he submitted to one God?
All the prophets were Muslim. Moses,
Because
Abraham,
they submitted to God.
Jacob. Of course.
So all of the Jews are also Muslim, no? Because we all submit to
Okay.
God.
Okay, so us Muslims, we believe the Torah, your Torah, and the Christian gospel was originally ours. Allah brought down the Torah to Moses. He was a Muslim.
Moses was a
And the
Jew.
reason,
He was a Hebrew.
no, Moses was a Muslim. The reason why we call Jews and Christian the people of the book, because we believe the Torah and the gospel were originally ours. And you guys pretty much corrupted the Torah, and the Christians corrupted the gospel.
How did we corrupt the Torah?
You guys edited, you brought new testimonies, you corrupted it. But The
How
original Torah
how
was
come?
revealed to Moses. He was a Muslim. The Torah was a book of Allah. It was our book.
Moses was a Jew,
Same
first
thing
of
with
all. Second of all, the book
Musa.
wasn't corrupted. According to the Dead
Peace be
Sea,
upon him,
according
was
to
a
the Dead
black man
Sea,
from Egypt. He was a Muslim.
according to the Dead Sea Scrolls that were found, not a single word was changed from the Torah from thousands and thousands of years ago. Not a single word, but you know what has changed? The Quran. Quran has
Oh,
30,
Quran's the
40,
only book.
30, 40,
Qur-
50,000,
Qur-
50 versions.
Quran has never been changed in 1400 years,
Of course
brother.
it has.
It has never been changed. Maybe new translations that pretty much have the same words like hi, and a new translation English book says hey, but Quran's book is has never been changed in
I've
1400
seen I've
years.
seen a video that only in Africa you have 40 different versions of Quran.
Sorry, what was that?
I've seen a video, I don't know exactly where it is, that in Africa you have only in Africa you have about 40 different versions of the Quran. 40 different versions. And also the
Sure.
and also if you believe that the Quran is divine, which I assume you do, and I don't want to disrespect it, how do you explain the mistakes in the Quran?
There's no mistakes in the Quran.
So
The Quran is a book of miracle.
in the Quran 86 verse 67, it says that the human sperm is made in the back of the ribs. Both you and me know that the sperm is made in the balls, in the testicles.
Yeah, so that's an embryology verse. Scientists they consider it to be a miracle because embryology it's a new study. How did a book from 1400 years ago in the deserts of Saudi Arabia, an illiterate man, Muhammad, can know about it, the process of embryology?
So he didn't
You should
know. So but it's supposed
search
to be
up
divine
Dr.
from
Zakir
Allah.
Naik. He's a doctor.
But
He
Allah knew it.
explained.
Allah knows it. It's the book of Allah. Allah is
Yeah,
the one who knows
that
everything.
embryology verse talks about the embryology, how the baby's made, right?
Yeah, but it's is sperm made in the backbone of the ribs?
Well, it's correct. That verse is correct.
That verse is correct.
You should look it up. It's talking about the embryology, how the baby's made in the stomach.
It is it's
Allah
talking about the sperm.
explains
It's
it.
talking about the sperm. It's not true. The sperm is made in the testicles.
I
Also,
mean,
it
I
says
don't
that
remember
it
the
also says
exact.
that Jesus wasn't crucified, and he was crucified.
Jesus was not crucified.
Of course, it's one of the most documented events in history.
Totally false. That's why in the day of judgment, Isa bin Maryam, Jesus will come down. He's a Muslim. He's gonna tell you guys the truth that he was not crucified or
Yeah, you believe in the El Mahdi
it
and
says in the
Isa,
Quran, Jesus was not crucified.
but he was crucified. It's
But
documented.
it says in the Quran, Isa bin Maryam, Jesus, peace be upon him, was not crucified.
Right, but if both you and I found a mistake in the Quran about the sperm, then this also could be a
The
mistake.
Quran is the book of God. There cannot be any mistakes.
Listen,
The your
I don't want to
your
disrespect
Torah's
I don't want to disrespect you. I don't want you make you I don't
no,
want to make
not
you
at all,
question your
no.
beliefs. I think you're incredibly nice. I think you're incredibly nice, and I think this is one of my favorite conversations I've had because
I'm a
you know
big
you're
fan of you, man.
thank you, but your face is your face and your eyes and the way you speak, everything is like I like it. So I don't want to make you I don't want to make you feel disrespected. I don't
No,
want I
no.
don't want to make you feel like I question your beliefs. These are my
Not at
thoughts.
all.
These are my thoughts. I understand why these are your thoughts, and that is perfectly fine. I understand the fact that I respect the fact that you are brave enough to say Palestine is Jordan. I'm glad that some people say it, and I'm glad that you say
Hab-
it. And
Habibi, Palestinians themselves know Jordan is Palestine. The only reason why it didn't become Palestine, despite the British having the mandate for the Palestine mandate, it was called, even the country itself, the map, you can look it up. It's Palestine. Historically, Jordan was always majority Palestinian. Today is 80% Palestinian. The only reason why Jordan is not called Palestine is because Arabs they don't believe in democracy. They believe in dictatorship, one ruler. And unfortunately, he's from Saudi Arabia. He's not a Palestinian. Therefore, the country is not going to be called Palestine
do
because
you
the ruler
think
is
the
not Palestinian.
Palestinian?
But they know Jordan is their damn country, man.
Do you think? Have you ever heard about the Palestinian Emirates plan? Do you know what it is?
Palestinian Emirates plan. No, I don't think I heard about that. What was that?
It's a plan by Dr. Mordechai Kedar, who claims that the best way for the Arabs living in Israel or in the West Bank and Gaza to be governed is in a system very similar to the tribalist system in the UAE, meaning you already have families and tribes living in Rafah, in Han Yunis. I mean, right now, most of these places are destroyed, but you already have tribes living there. So if you actually take these places and turn them into city-states with full autonomy inside, some percentage of that territory is going to have to be absorbed into Israel, and people are going to get Israeli citizenship. That's going to take a bit of a long time. But what he's suggesting is if they're going to be run by a family tribal leader, and that's how the city-state is going to run, and if they mess up, then the city-state is going to be compromised. He believes that this is the best way for them to live in a prosperous, safe life. Because if you equate Dubai and you equate Dubai to, the Gulf countries to, for example, Iraq has a lot of oil, right? So your claim of, no, they're successful because of oil, that's BS. In Iraq, they have no system of unity. It's a bunch of different ethnicities. And there it works because there's a family tribal leader and there's smaller families under it, and all of them are dictated to the family tribal leader, to the king. So that's what is suggested to work here. Do you think it's going to work, like from your belief system as a Muslim?
Uh, that Damn, can you summarize that again?
A
Something about
tribal
oil?
system instead of a
Okay.
democracy to be in different parts of Judea and Samaria. For example, there's going to be the city-state of Ramallah, the city-state of Jenin, the city-state of Hebron, the city-state of Rafah, because they're already divided into families. You have the Tamimi family, which is a big family in the West Bank. You
Oh,
have different families in the area. So they're going to be ruling instead of a real dictator ruling all of it, wanting to destroy Israel.
damn. Um,
You don't have to give me an answer. It's just I just wanted to know your opinion about this.
I all I know is in today's time, to what year is it? 2025, right? In this modern era, every country should be a democratic country.
What if your set of belief
And
system doesn't believe in democracy? They tried democracy.
well,
They tried democracy in Lebanon, and look what happened. They tried. I mean, I don't know if they tried, but they tried democracy in Lebanon, and look what happened. They tried.
uh,
They tried to make these things. They tried democracy in Gaza, and look what happened. They voted for Hamas. Never changed. Attacked Israel. Fired rockets.
yeah, the Arabs don't believe in democracy. Like,
That's exactly why I'm suggesting
uh,
Have them live in
yeah,
city states with family tribal leaders. They're going to have order, prosperity. They're going to have a sense of self determination. And we can solve this conflict once and for all.
yeah, for sure. And also, like all the wars, it's all Iran's problem, right?
Yes.
Iran leader.
Ayatollah.
That guy's modern day Hitler, man. He has like 100K on your head. If you kill any Jew, Iran will send you like a crypto payment, like 100K, $100,000, man.
If you kill a Jew anywhere in the world,
Any Jew, you get Iran will send you a crypto payment of $100,000.
where can I read more about this?
I seen it somewhere, and Iran's leader does not like Jews, man.
I know, but that comes from an Islamic perspective, right? He doesn't.
Oh, nah, bro, chill,
He
chill.
doesn't
Nah.
like it because he wants to. He wants because of
You,
the
you know Iran, they're Shia, right?
right.
I'm a Sunni. I'm a Sunni. We're the majority. We don't believe Shias to be Muslim. They're not true Muslims.
And they don't believe that the Sunnis are the Muslims, are the real Muslims. That's exactly
Because
the long disputed argument between the two of you.
yeah, because Prophet Muhammad said any sect that's not a Sunni is in hell. So Shias, they're in hell. They're not going to heaven.
So
We
so
don't consider them to be Muslims.
Sunnis,
And also they go against the Quran. The Quran says Allah revealed the Quran to Prophet Muhammad. Shias, they believe it was revealed to Abu Bakr. And also they have their own mosque. They pray in a different way.
you
Shias are not Muslim,
you
man.
believe that the descendants of Muhammad, like only the descendants of Muhammad can be the next caliphs, right? Who
Like
believes
the
that?
next rulers?
The Sunnis or the Shias? Yes. Who believes that the next caliph should be from the direct descendant of Muhammad, and who believes it should be from Abu Bakr? You said
What, the Quran or
no,
what
no,
was
no.
it? What?
What is the dispute about the Sunnis and the Shia? Explain.
So basically, we believe that we're the same religion, but they go against their beliefs. They go against the Quran. That's why we don't consider them to be Muslims. And Prophet Muhammad said, anyone who's not a Sunni is in hell, is going to hell. So basically, the Shias, they believe the Quran was revealed to Abu Bakr instead of Prophet Muhammad, and it
So
literally
they believe
says in the
Abu Bakr is
Quran.
the messenger.
So they say in the Quran it says Allah brought down the Quran in various area locations around Saudi Arabia
That's the Sunni
to pro
belief.
to Prophet Muhammad. That's what it says in the Quran. But Shias are saying the Quran was revealed to Abu Bakr instead.
Abu
They're
Bakr
going
is the
against the
first
Quran.
caliph or the second? The first.
Abu Bakr, he was companion. I'm not too knowledgeable on it, but again, like they're obviously going against. That's a major sin, right?
Mm-hmm. Ah
And
no,
also,
I think Ali was the first one. Umar al Khattab is the second one, and one of them compiled the Quran. One of them, not the Quran, the Hadiths. The Hadiths.
yeah, the Hadith was written by his companions because Prophet Muhammad was illiterate. He didn't know how to read and write.
Mm.
But anyways, the Shias are literally going against what Quran verses are saying. And also they have their own mosque. Like they pray in a different way. They pray down to a stone, and they have their own faith, man. Those guys, they're not Muslim. And even Prophet Muhammad said they're going to hell.
But they have
Anyone that's not a
but they
Sunni,
have
they're going to hell.
In Iran they have full Sharia schools and they have Sharia education, full hijab clothing. You remove your hijab, you can go to prison. Like
Yeah.
they're imposing a very, I think it's the closest to Sharia law that you can find in the world.
No, so same thing with Jews and Christians. You guys have different sects, right?
We have
Like I think some Jews believe some Jews believe you cannot convert to Judaism. Some Jews believe you can, right? Like
you're
some
talking about Orthodox. You're talking about I mean
you guys have sects, right?
I mean, if you're talking about the religious aspect, yes. But if you're talking about the ethnicity aspect, no. Jews originate from Judea. You don't have to practice Judaism to be Jewish.
Yeah, okay. So they're pretty much, yeah, I know that part, but you guys have sects, right? Like I think some of you guys believe in paradise and hell, some doesn't, right?
In Judaism, there's no concept of hell. We have a concept of Gehenom. Gehenom is like it's a cleansing period where you spend a little bit of time and then you transfer.
Okay, so
We
pretty
don't have a
much,
concept of hell.
yeah, so Shias are also they say they're Muslim, okay. Pretty much they believe the same thing as us, but they have different things that goes against like the Quran, and that's why we consider them to be non-Muslims. Because yeah, they can say, yeah, we believe in Allah and Prophet Muhammad and the Day of Judgment, and they can pray to Makkah and all of that, and they wear hijab, all of that. But if they're saying the Quran was revealed to Abu Bakr instead of Prophet Muhammad, when it literally says in the Quran it was revealed to Muhammad, even though he was illiterate, and also they have different ways of praying, like praying on the stone, and that's why we don't consider them to be Muslim,
Yeah, but
even though they say
they
we're.
consider themselves to be Muslim and they consider their acts to be carried out on behalf of Islam. That's what they consider. That's why Ayatollah is attacking.
Well, us Sunnis, we don't believe he's a Muslim. The Shias are Muslim. And even Prophet Muhammad said, any sect that's not a Sunni is in hell. And also, if you're a Muslim, you would believe what the Quran says. If the Quran says Allah revealed the Quran to Prophet Muhammad, you believe that, right? So why are the Shias and Persians in Iran saying it was revealed to Abu Bakr instead?
Mm.
When it literally says in the Quran. And also they have their different ways of praying. They pray on a stone. That's why they have their own mosques. Therefore, we don't even consider them to be Muslim. They have their own.
And there's a lot more Sunnis than Shias, right?
Yeah, it's only Iran. I mean, Iran, Afghanistan, other parts, but more than 90% of what is it called? Sunni.
So Taliban are Shia?
The Taliban, I don't even know what they are. I think they're Shia, maybe Sunni. I think they're Shia or Sunni. I don't
I
know.
have
But
to
those
get
guys are not. We don't consider they're not Muslims, man.
I have to give you a compliment, brother. You are one of
All these terrorist groups are not Muslim. My
I-
own country, Somalia, we have a terrorist group called Al Shabaab.
of course, I know them.
Those guys are not Muslim. Like the explosions, they're killing so many. Like like if they want to kill one person, a politician, example, instead of using a gun to go kill him, they'll rather just bomb the whole place, right?
Hmm.
Knowing that there's civilians around all these innocent people. So those guys are not true Muslims, man.
I see. What would you say to the people who claim that? Do you claim ISIS are not real Muslims also?
ISIS, Al Qaeda, all these guys that kill people are not Muslims at all, man. They're not true
You know that all of
Muslims.
them believe in the concept of the Muslim Brotherhood, which is to spread Sharia worldwide. So if you just want to cleanse your morals and just say, you know what, no, they're not Muslim because they don't align with what I believe, you have to realize that these people are very, very knowledgeable Muslim scholars. A lot of them. The leader of Hamas was a great Muslim scholar who has degrees in Islamic Sharia law. So to say that these people are not Muslim when they get educated on these things, and I think Hamas is Sunni. Hamas is Sunni. So to say that these people don't represent Islam when they specifically master the craft and concept of Islam, and then they decide on behalf of that to form these terrorist organizations, that is a bit problematic, don't you think?
I mean, listen, again, in Islam, Quran, it says like, example, there's a verse that says killing any human is like killing all of mankind, right? And there is like things like example. So the most authentic thing right now, Hamas, you know the Asim Al Hakim guy from Saudi Arabia, right?
Mm-hmm.
You made a video reacting to him about the pay the jizya.
Just a second.
So
You said
he
you
made a
said
video about
533,
October
right?
7.
You said 533, the punishment to those who wage war against Allah and His Messenger and strive with might and main for mischief through the land is execution or crucifixion or cutting off ta 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 ta. Sorry, it's not this one. It's 532, I think. We ordained the children of Israel that if anyone slew a person, unless it be for murder or for spreading mischief in the land, it would be as if he slew the whole people. And if anyone saved a life, it would be as if he saved the life of the whole people.
Yeah, so again, like
What is mischief in the land? Do you know? What is
mischief
committing
in the
mischief
land.
in the land?
Mischief in the land is causing corruption in the land, like
Do
doing bad things.
Jews Jews cause corruption in the land because they don't believe in the religion of truth, same as Christians.
N- Not because of that. So listen, so Asim Al Hakim guy, he made a recent video. He made a video about the October 7 attacks. Someone asked him, Sheikh, why do you think Hamas attacked Israel on October 7? And he pretty much agreed with what Hamas did on October 7. He said that Hamas is fighting the illegal occupation in Palestine. And pretty much he's saying that Israel stole the land of the Palestinians and they have the right to fight them and take back the land.
Do you agree with it?
I agree with like defending yourself, but Palestinians, you guys did not steal the land from Palestinians because the first sovereign state established was Israel.
And
Even
the
though
only
it
sovereign
was
states established are also Jewish states. A Muslim state was never established. Yes, it was captured and controlled by Muslims in the 7th century, but a sovereign area was never built.
okay, let me get back to that question. So yeah, like another thing as a Muslim, I disagree with what Hamas did on October 7. Because if you're
You're the
fighting
best,
the
brother. I don't know
illegal
what to tell you.
occupation,
I don't know what to tell you. You're the best. I mean,
yeah,
the
like
way you
if you're
speak, the way you carry yourself, despite the fact we disagree on some things, I think you speak so well. Like honestly,
yeah,
and I
yeah,
speak.
so like
I'm a person who consider to be speaking pretty well, and you speak, I think, 10 times better than me.
yeah, so if Hamas was claiming they're fighting the illegal occupation, right? They're supposed to attack military bases and anything that has to do with the IDF.
Right.
But what they did on October 7 was attack against civilians.
Correct.
And they did zina, raping someone, yeah, like having sex with someone you're not married with, that's zina. That's a major sin. So that's clearly what kind of Muslim does that. On October 7, they massacred civilians. That's not fighting the occupation. Also sending rockets to residential apartments, like that's an attack against civilians. You're supposed to fight the IDF, right? So what they did was, yeah, you're not you're wasn't defending themselves because they take their anger on civilians and raping people. Like
That is a
that's not
question.
fighting a
That is a
it's not fighting
question.
an occupation, man.
What you just mentioned is a question that I always like raising. If you claim that targeting civilians is a violation of international law, then why don't you criticize Hamas for violating that specific law by firing rockets into Israel, into civilian populations with no warnings whatsoever for 20 years. How come you don't condemn that? Because when they fire the rockets, they don't aim to hit any military base. They aim at your buildings. They aim at your houses. They aim at your family. So it's exactly the point that I like to raise all the time, just to show the double standard.
And also, yeah, so the October 7th, even though the Sheikh said, yeah, you cannot, what do you expect? They've been oppressing the Palestinians since 1948. They're fighting the illegal occupation, and he pretty much supported the October 7 attacks. And even my local, if I go to the mosque right now, the masajid, the imam's gonna say he supports the October 7 attacks.
And that doesn't raise any red flags for you?
But they don't know that civilians were killed on October 7. It
Tell
wasn't,
them.
they didn't, huh?
Tell them.
Yeah, that's, if a Muslim ever brings that, if ever, if it,
I can't hear you.
can you hear me?
Yes, now I can.
Can you hear me now? So yeah, like if Hamas attacked military bases, IDF, that's fighting the occupation or whatever your motives are, right? But in killing civilians and raping people and sending rockets to residential apartments, that is not fighting our occupation. That's so I disagree with October 7 attacks.
I think if you ever try to put a little bit of pushback on the imam that said that at your mosque, I think you're going to be in serious issues. You're going to have serious troubles because
Yeah, you cannot even.
in that moment you're going to be. I think they'll call you a collaborator. Like, how dare you say that?
Yeah,
These are your Muslim
yeah,
brothers
they'll
and
call
sisters.
me a munafiq, a hypocrite, all of that, you know. Because as a Muslim, I have to support with my brothers and sisters in Palestine, no matter if they're wrong or right, you know. But I like to do my own research, and and I gotta be fair.
You're the best.
You
But
know?
brother, I'm super hungry. I need to go eat. So I'm going to have what time is it? I'm going to have lunch because I'm hungry. I think you're very nice, and I want to ask for your consent. I want to post this video.
Go ahead.
You're the best. Thank you so much. Would you like me? Would you like
And
me to
yeah,
tag you or no?
what was that?
Do you want to be tagged or not to be tagged? I think you spoke
Oh,
very well, and I think you
like what do you mean, like?
like if you want to be tagged. If I upload this on Instagram, if you want me to tag you so people can follow you, you tell me.
Do you mind if you can blur my face?
Yo, I can't. Yeah, I listen. That I mean, I can, but I
Bro, I'm Muslim. Like, oh my
no.
God, people are gonna kill me. Like, I'm talking against the Palestinians, man.
Let's do this. Is it okay? I'll blur your face. Yeah, yeah, for
Yeah,
sure, for sure. I'm gonna keep you safe because I'll tell you
yeah, I don't.
why. I'll tell you why I wanted to not do it because I think when you see your face, you truly see like your genuine self. And then when you blur, people tell me, "Oh no, he's a Mossad agent. Oh no, he's bought by Israel. Oh no, he's this." And every time I blur somebody's face, people accuse me of doing these things. But of course, I'll blur your face. I'll keep you safe, brother. Don't worry.
It's the same thing. If you pretty much if you're a Jew, right? Like, if you pretty much said something about Israel and all that, people are gonna be like, why are you not standing with your people and all that? It's
Yeah, for
like,
sure, for sure. I know. So no worries. I'll get your face blurred, and I'll make sure that you are safe. Okay. You're you're really nice, brother. And I'll give you my Instagram. You have my Instagram, right?
yeah, I DM'd you before. I probably DM'd you
Can
before,
you DM me
but
again?
yeah, let me type my Instagram right here. I know I DM'd you like a while ago when I first started seeing this Palestine Israel thing, and I wasn't educated, and I probably came at you like, yo, you stole the land from the Palestinians. But then when I do my own research, oh, Jordan is their country. And also, and if they already have, the British made a mistake, you cannot have a mandate for two countries to be Palestine. That's not fair, right?
Hold on, I'm writing your.
And also there's Syrian Jews, right?
You have 31.7 thousand followers.
Yeah, I got this account from some guy from India. But yo, one more thing is there's Syrian Jews, right?
Your name
I
is
probably use
you. It's a guy with a mask.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
So why did I get so many hate comments from you?
Yeah, bro, I'm sorry. I was uneducated before. I probably said, "Oh, you stole the land from the Palestinians." This is before I did my own research.
When did you do your research? Because the last message I got from you was July 30th at
Yeah, well,
7:22, and you said, "Fuck you, Jew. I would butcher all Jews as a proud Muslim."
no, no, bro. That was as a joke. I totally was just as a joke, as because I used to see the Palestinian videos. They're getting bombed. I'm like, yo, f Israel, f all the Jews. But
And you were
I've
able
done my
to
own.
change your mind in a month. This is like,
I mean, by doing my own research. Because when I see the videos in Gaza,
honestly, you know what?
all the
I forgive you. You know why I forgive you? Because you were able to open your eyes, you were able to educate yourself, and I respect that. So no hard feelings. I mean, I can understand your hard feelings against me, and I'm glad that I was able to talk to a person who messaged me hateful things like this, and now we were able to have a conversation, one of the most respectful ones that I had, and I'm still gonna blow your face.
appreciate it. And so, yo, one more thing. There's a Syrian Jews, right?
Syrian Jews?
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay. So, because like the thing, like people say that you guys are from Europe, right?
We say that we are from Judea, from the land of
Uh,
Israel.
everyone says you guys are from Europe, and
Who says
Benjamin
that?
Netanyahu. Everybody, they say Benjamin Netanyahu is from Poland, right?
Because they're talking about
So
Ashkenazi, because they're talking about Ashkenazi Jews. There's Ashkenazi, Mizrahi, and Sephardic, but all of us originate from Judea. Even Ashkenazi Jews, if they do DNA testing, they trace back to the four Jewish mothers. So, according to DNA, Ashkenazi Jews, Mizrahi Jews, Sephardic Jews, all of us originate from Judea. All of us originate from this place.
yeah, I know that that's because to be a Jew, one of your parents has to be a Jew, right?
Right.
Parents have to be a
I mean, your
Jew,
mother
and
specifically.
and, and Judaism started in Israel, right? So you guys all came from this.
I
So
mean,
like the thing
technically, we
is,
believe that Judaism started in Babylon with Abraham. We believe that Abraham was the first Jew because he was the first one that acknowledged that there's only one God. So we believe he was the first Jew, and then we believe his wife Sarah was the second Jew. And from that moment, I mean, back then they weren't called Jews; they were called Hebrews and Israelites. But yeah, that's what we believe. But then our culture and our belief systems was developed on the land of Israel. That's why we pray towards Israel. That's why we say during holidays, if we live somewhere else, we say next year in Jerusalem. Next year we celebrate in Jerusalem. That's why when we break the glass during weddings, we say that this is symbolizes the destruction of the temple, the holy temple, Bet Hamikdash. So a lot of signs are assigned to Zionism. This is Zionism. It's the yearning, it's the will to go back to Zion, to Mount Zion, which is Temple Mount, which El Aqsa is built on top of. That's why you see a lot of Muslims accusing Jews of trying to take Al Aqsa down, because essentially what happened is that Al Aqsa was built on top of the holiest site for the Jews. And that's why a lot of Jews are pissed because they can't go into Al Aqsa, but Muslims can. Jews are forbidden from
yeah,
going. You understand? And this is, imagine what it would be like for you to not be able to go to the Kaaba, which is the holiest site for you, as a Muslim. How would you feel?
yeah. But that's another thing I disagree with. You guys cannot go to like Area A, right? Like Bethlehem.
Yeah, but that's for security purposes. That's because they know that if we go in and we say
Okay.
we're Israeli or Jewish, then we'll get butchered.
Right. That's one thing I disagree with because it's a holy site for all the religions, right? So I believe everyone should be able to go anywhere, especially if it's for religious purposes. And Muslims should be able to go anywhere where they say this is my historic site. I want to pray, worship, whatever. You as a Jew, you should be able to go to what did he say? You couldn't go to East Jerusalem?
We can go to Temple Mount, to El Aqsa, where El Aqsa Mosque is built on top of. We can't go there. We can't enter. Only Muslims can.
Like inside the mosque or just around it?
Even around it.
Okay, I disagree with that. Yeah,
Beautiful.
that's
Most Muslims would beg you, like would differ you on that specific thought, because they believe this is Muslim area and Jews cannot go there, and also a big tension point for Israelis. How can we not go to our holiest site? It's the holiest site for us.
Also, it's because of the whole 1948 war, just to prevent fighting, like, because you guys been fighting since like 1948, right?
Yeah, but the
So,
people currently controlling the entrance inside Al-Aqsa are the
yeah.
Jews. It's the IDF. And they tell you only Muslims can enter. You cannot enter. Jews can enter only in specific times of a year, but you can enter like whenever you want, you know? And then the Muslims say this area doesn't belong to you. The Muslims who are inside Al-Aqsa, they say it doesn't belong to the Jews. The Jews don't belong here. So that creates a lot of tension. How can you prevent me from going to the holiest site for the Jewish people for thousands of years? And then what do? We go to the Kotel. You know the Kotel? The Western Wall, the Wailing Wall?
Yeah, yeah, the Western
That is
Wall.
the wall, the last remaining wall of the Temple Mount. So that's where we pray to. We pray to the side of the Temple Mount. We can't even go on top of it, which is what our forefathers did.
Yeah, I agree. I also disagree. Like, it makes no sense for Palestinians to not allow you guys to go to certain, like, example, the Al-Qasam Mall, right? The
Al-Aqsa, yes.
Al-Qasam, and also I think you guys cannot go to Bethlehem, like Area A, and
We can't go
or,
to area A.
or
We can't go to
Bethlehem.
area B. I mean, we can go to area B. It's just not really recommended. But area C is fully controlled by Israel.
So yeah, I agree. The right thing to do is everyone should be able to go anywhere, you know,
Hmm.
especially if it's for religious purposes. Everyone should be allowed to go anywhere,
Awesome, brother.
And also
I,
Palestinians, like, it makes no sense for them to they don't allow you guys to go to certain areas, right?
yes.
And they like to say we're living in an occupation, and they complain about checkpoints. As a Muslim, that's hypocrite. That's being a hypocrite. If you don't allow Jews, Israelis to go to wherever, and then wait, and then you're complaining about checkpoints and living in an occupation, that's being a hypocrite. That's just my opinion, right? But
I'm gonna go eat because I'm very hungry. You're very
right.
nice, and I'm glad you were able to go from that to speak to me like this. Honestly, I think one of the best conversations I had, and that's it. I think you're very nice, brother.
Yeah, and also Palestinians, they like to make propaganda videos. Example, like, if the IDF calls them in Gaza, get out of harm's way, evacuate. We're gonna be fighting Hamas here. They'll make a video in their house and crying, "Look, Israel is telling me to leave my home. Da, da, da. This is ethnic cleansing." And the whole world gets mad at you guys. Yeah, I
I mean,
mean,
wouldn't you want to leave your home to not be dead?
to not, yeah, like, but they want to make propaganda videos and be like, "Oh my God, look, that Israel is telling us to leave our home. Da, da, da. They're ethnically cleansing us," and the world gets their empathy, and everybody gets mad at you guys. And
Before we end the video, big thanks again to CyberGhost VPN for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget to click the link in the description to get the special deal they're offering just for this channel. Only $2.03 a month plus 4 extra months free. It protects your data while you browse and lets you access blocked content anywhere. It's totally risk-free with a 45-day money-back guarantee, so check it out. Link is down below. If you'd like to watch more of my stuff, please check out my channel down below. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit that notification button so you can be notified every time I upload new content. If you'd like to support me and the channel financially, you can do that using Buy Me Coffee or Patreon down in the links below. Also, we now have a Discord that you can join down in the link below. And now you can become a YouTube member and enjoy specific YouTube perks. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.